up, y'all? It's Chris Weathers, aka Shorty C94, back at you again with episode 151 of Shorty Sneaker Conversations. Today, it's me, obviously, and my guest is Terrance Keller, doing big things out here with vintage. So, what's up, Papa Love Sneakers? What's up, it's me, Amory. What's up, James? We gonna do that, James. I got your message, man. All right, let's see if we can get our guests. Terrance. Yeah, James, I saw your message. I seen them closets, man. We gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So just waiting for our guest. James, what you done cop new, man? I got a couple things. It's mainly just Converse, but I had a couple of non-Converse things. Let's see if we can. Brian 22. Yeah, I'm slacking with the Bronze. I haven't bought a LeBron since the 20. What's up? These hands show it all. Papa Love Sneakers. What's going on? What's up, man? Just chilling. These hands show it all. Just trying to get our guests. Okay, there he is. What's up, Yusef? What's up, the kid genius? All right, our guest is here. Just sent the invite. We'll get going here shortly. What's going on,
Oh,
sir?
let me flip the screen. What's up?
Chilling, man. Look like you got it. There we go. There we go. How
Sir,
you
I had to
feeling,
flip the
man?
screen. Good, man. How you doing? What's going on?
Man, just happy to be here, man. Thank you for joining me today.
Nah, thank you for having me, man. Thank you for reaching out. You
Oh,
know?
oh, man. Now, hopefully, you was okay with the music. I tried to get some Houston centric shit that I listened to. You know, I had to go back to
Hey,
Lil Key. I was gonna
I
do
listen.
Mike
I listen
Jones.
to everything. I listen
Okay.
to everything. You know. Yeah, I listen to everything, man.
All
I'm
right.
all over the board when it comes to music. So,
Okay. Okay. All right.
yeah.
So the question I usually ask my guests when they come on is, okay, and I appreciate as a former Foot Locker employee, I appreciate the East Bay hoodie. I
Oh,
need I
yeah,
need one of them
yeah,
myself. Look at that,
yeah.
man.
Hey,
Ah, okay, okay. All right, all right. Well, okay. What's up, Monte Carlo? What's up, everybody joining? I don't know if we lost Terrance. Did we lose him? All right, let's see here.
what's going on? Oh, let me flip it again. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
What I was about to say is, you know, we're now 5 years away from what the pandemic was, at its height with the shutdown. But what's been the most important thing you've been able to take from the world since that happened?
I mean, just to enjoy the moment, you know? Things could change like that, you know? And like people go about their day-to-day life and they don't really think about stuff really until stuff happens, you know?
Got you.
When you should be like that all the time, you know?
Got you. Got you.
So
Got you.
that's what I took away from the pandemic, just to appreciate the right now, like the moment, you know? Don't take it for granted. You know, find hobbies like we're into sneakers, find things that you love and you enjoy. Don't wait. You know, if you got a hobby, you got something you like to do, do it. Don't wait because you never know what tomorrow may bring, you know? And just really, you know, enjoy like the right now. A lot of times, like a lot of people, you know, not to go too deep, we be in our day to day lives and we're always in a rush to be in a rush. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a rush. Like today, you're already thinking about tomorrow. Tomorrow, you know, you're already think about Saturday. Saturday, you think about, instead of stopping and really like taking right now.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, okay. So I do want to apologize too. I forgot to send you the show notes, how the show is set up. But with what I've been seeing you do, I'm like, man, I ain't even worried about that format. I have so many questions and so many flowers to give. So the first thing that's on the top of my brain right now is them air strongs.
Oh,
Where and
yeah.
how?
Hey, hey, like I always say, the hunt is real. The hunt, the hunt is, man, like the way I be finding stuff, like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you gotta, like how I am as a person just in real life, like I'd like to think outside the box. I've always been one to like, even people that know me. I'm like, I think outside of the box of how you supposed to think. So when I search, I try to think, not to give away all my secrets because I need this stuff for myself, you know what I'm saying? But but just little nicks, like if I'm like lately I've been looking, more deep into the real names of the shoes.
Right.
So like, the shoe that got me into shoes, if you're from the South, you know what the Reebok Soldiers are.
Well, I'm not from
But
the South, but I
see,
know what the
see,
soldiers is
I'm
all
done.
about.
Yeah, so the Reebok Soldiers is the Reebok workout.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's in another city and they're not from most Louisiana, they're not going to be selling these as the Reebok Soldiers. They're going to have them listed as Reebok Workout or Reebok Workout Plus, Reebok Workout Mid. So it's like really knowing the real names of the shoes, and even like with the East Bay magazine and going back into just really like a lot of research, you know
Gotcha.
so those strongs, it's how I found those. The crazy thing about it is sometimes my search is exact or direct, like Nike Air Strong, and sometimes I just Nike.
I do that same thing. Or one thing that's worked for me is I'll just type in Nike high tops,
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
kinds of
yeah,
other stuff will come up.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
giving y'all some game early on.
Yeah, that's
You know.
that's some free game Nikes, and really sometimes too is about like the timing. You,
Yeah.
like you might look on eBay right now and you might get off, and right when you get off, somebody lists something, and then I go on there. It's just sometimes it's just a timing thing.
Yeah, and one thing I wanted to give you props because I've owned two Air Strongs in my lifetime. A lot of my stuff from the '90s kind of crumbled, kind of early to mid 2000s.
Uh-huh.
But I own the color pretty much everybody who had it had the black and white with the purple, on the back, and then I had a black and white pair with the gray. But the fact that you got like a team bank colorway makes it
Yeah,
that much better.
a team one. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
like some East Bay shit for real. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Football, basketball teams having shoes like that. So okay. So
yeah,
you know, I see y'all. It's kind of like a group of y'all doing the vintage thing. Of course, Schooler,
yeah.
you,
Big Mac,
Macadocious,
Revenge
Revenge
of the Sneakers,
Sneakers,
my
My
kicks,
Kicks Holy.
Holy.
Yeah, y'all are like the new Cash Buddy or the new
I mean, we trying
the
to
new No
we
Limit or
try
something.
we trying to bring that feeling back. We trying to bring that feeling back. We trying to bring that feeling back to where you go in the store and like even with like so basically the hunt like on eBay. So we trying to bring that feeling back to where you might live in a certain city and the mom and pops in the '90s. You may go on the other side of town because they got the color that they don't have over here. So when you go get them and you bring them back and you go. So we trying to show people that there's other shoes outside of Jordans, outside of outside of what you see, especially in the '90s. You know,
Okay.
if you think about the basketball players in the '90s, only Jordan and maybe people that was on the Bulls team actually wore Jordans. But when you think about Stoudemire and you think about Penny and you think about Shaq and Kemp, and they didn't wear Jordans. So
Nah, you're right.
it's a lot of like when you think about like the Maestros and like you say the Strongs and up tempos and air raids, and when you go into all of the different flights, you know, and all of the you know, the forces, and it's so many other shoes, you know, Converse, Kevin Johnson, Larry Johnson, you know, it's so many other shoes.
And that's what I appreciate, because it's kind of like I've been working for Converse for about 4 years.
Okay.
You know, when I've been posting my sneakers online, well, shit, since Nike Talk, so we'll say since 2004. But what I like about what y'all do is y'all don't like gatekeep the shit. Like, I know
Oh
the
no.
shit y'all are posting, I either have or have had most of it, but y'all are like welcoming with the shit. Like, it's other groups of people that collect OGs that be real standoffish, and it's like, no, you can't join the club. Nah, I don't care how many OGs you have. Y'all ain't like that, so I
Oh
appreciate
no. Nah, we welcome everybody. Like, I mean, more so like what we doing, like me, like Schooler, like Revenge, Mac, you know, 1V, and you know, Retro Talk for, and we really, it's more so about the information and the knowledge. You got to understand a lot of these shoes, especially if you didn't grow up at that time, or you had an older brother, or older cousin, or one of those stories. You don't even know like the name of these shoes, let alone seeing them. You don't know anything about them. So it's like, you know, every time I post a shoe, I'll put what the shoe is. I don't. You know, I don't care if somebody go look for it and find it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could just because I could post it, and if you didn't know the Strongs, if I didn't say the name and you didn't grow up at that time, you wouldn't know the name. But I don't care if you go. You know, even sometimes dudes hit me up. Oh man, I'm gonna go look for those now. I'm gonna go. It don't matter to me.
it. Yeah.
You know, it's all good. It's all good.
I mean, I'm a '90s guy. I mean, I was born in 1980, but you know, all of those shoes came out when I was a teenager. Some of them I
Yeah.
have OGs. Now I know, like I was on Schoolers, and he was just kind of like, um, you know, like y'all rock with the Jordans, but y'all are about that showing the other shoes, and I like that as well. Do you wear, or do you have any J's? I've looked through your shoes, but I didn't get to look through all of
I got like 3, 4 pair of Jordans.
them. Okay.
And I mean, it's the ones that I like. You know, I got the Bugs Bunny 8s.
Okay.
I actually got 2 pair. I got like the 2013 pair, which you probably seen those on my page. Those crumble.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got the backup pair. That's like my favorite Jordan. But I got the 10s. I got the steel 10s.
Okay.
I like the ones that nobody. I like the ones that kind of like be. Even when it comes to Jordans, there's actually other Jordans besides the, you know, the
Yeah.
ones you're supposed to like. You know, so it's kind of like even that. Like I like the 8, 9s, and 10s. That's my favorite Jordans. A lot of people don't like the 10s. A lot of people don't like the 8s. You very rarely hear people talk about the 9s.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Now I rock with them all. I'm not a huge 9 and 10 guy either.
I
Um,
know. Yeah.
like I feel like I have a lot of them just because I'm old as fuck. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? But,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Yeah.
I will say, like, I'm in this apartment, like 85% of my shoes aren't here, but
Uh-huh.
I do have my steel gray 10s with the toe cap here. So it's like
Yeah.
probably one of the only vintage shoes I have here that's not a Converse.
Yeah.
Most of that stuff is just boxed up and locked up. But I figured, you know, you rock with the 8s, 9s,
Yeah.
10s.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what about the 11? I know that's like the 11 is like that girl that everybody want, but you
I mean,
know,
I like it. And, you know, and there's a lot of Jordans that I like. It's the difference between like liking something and actually liking something enough to like wear it.
yeah.
Like like I like a lot of the Jordans. I like the 5s. I like the, you know, but my favorite 8, 9s, and 10s. I like the 11s. I like the 12s, the cherries, of course. But it's like it's just so much that was out at that time. Again, I was born in '81,
Oh, okay,
so
we the same. Yeah, we had that
so
same thing.
so in 1996, I was right in the middle of it. I was 15. I was right, right deep at 15 in 1996. I was in it.
Listen, there's a video I'm gonna give y'all a preview. There is a video I'm gonna be making very soon. I always say 95, 96. That was ninth grade for me. 72 and 10 Bulls season.
Uh-huh.
That was the greatest sneaker school year of all time.
That's what I'm saying.
Like 10th grade, 96, 97 was close. 97, 98, 98, 99. Like 12th grade kind of sucked because it was just they first brought out the retros and you had the 14s, the penny 4. That was kind of when it cooled off, but like all through high school, it was consistent heat. But that 9th grade, like I was mad that I wasn't working because it was so much shit.
Yeah. It was a lot. Like, and even if you rounded off, like the peak was 95, 96, 97. If you look at those years and you get those years of those East Bay magazines, 95, 96, 97, it's so much. You got the Darwins, you got Pippins, you got the Deons, you got Griffeys.
Hey, I got something for you. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Revenge, what up? Fly Spitter, what up? Revenge, what up? Oh yeah, 96 is the year. I got something special on my show for 96 too. I got something on my show for 96. Revenge, what up? Fly Spitter, what up? RJ, what up? Johnny Boy, what up? That's what I said. 97 too. 95, 96, 97. That's the craziest era of sneakers. 95, 96, 97. 97 Up Tempo. 97 Nike Air Zoom Blaze. What up? 216 Westside, what up?
Yeah. Remember this? The very first issue of Kicks.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, this is what it's about. This is what it is right here. I also got the Soul Provider, but I'm sure y'all all probably got them. So, you know. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Gotta have that. Issue 1.
Yeah. This the one. This the one.
Yeah, you gotta have it. Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one, man. You look at even a lot of those different flights like we talking about, is so many shoes that, the flight such and such and flight is those branches I feel that Nike should bring back. What up, Schooler? I feel my kicks was up. I feel like that branch of like the flight, that umbrella of the flight and the force, like the driving force and the autumn and all that. It's so many shoes that came out under like the Nike Flight and Force umbrella.
Oh yeah.
That they kind of like that whole umbrella and that whole like region doesn't exist anymore. There's not a new Nike Flight coming out. There's not a new Nike Force coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See,
I'm trying to think of the last time one came out.
They just kind of went away with it. You know?
Yeah, because you'd have the flight, and then you'd have like the solo flight. You'd have the
solo flight 2. You got the Maestros is a flight. I mean, you got the Maestro 1s, Maestro 2s. You got, it's so many under the flight umbrella.
Yeah, Zoom Flight 95, Zoom Flight 96. All right, so since we're speaking on it, then.
Yeah. What's up?
What is your favorite flight shoe of all time? You got to just pick one.
My favorite flight shoe.
Oh, I know you ain't gonna pick it anyway, but Jordan's don't count.
Nah, this is like flights. I mean, does the Zoom flights count?
Anything with that name?
Anything with that name?
I'm gonna say that the first Flight Posit is up there for me.
Okay.
I hate that.
Okay.
That they changed it when they retroed it. Like, I'm looking for a pair from 2008 because I have the 99 gold one, the first one, but I'm afraid to wear it. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go with LWP.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the one right now.
You got the white and black ones, don't you?
Yeah, I got the white and black ones.
Yeah, because I feel like I have the black, white, and blue one,
Yeah.
but I just feel like with shoes like that, my black Penny 2 Retro from 2008, even with those, like, we don't know if they're ever going to come back. So it's kind of like a catch-22 if you like, damn, do I want to wear this? And I know y'all be wearing y'all shit too. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to bring back. We're trying to bring it back. And I got a lot of shoes. Like, speaking of wearing, I'm glad that you brought that up because I could collect, and I got a lot of shoes actually that I don't show because I haven't fixed them yet.
Okay.
Because I want to actually wear them. Like, when I post pictures of the shoe on my feet, I'm not just putting it on my feet to take the picture. I actually wear it that day. So trying to wear it.
I got you. So what's the oldest shoe you got?
1985.
Okay.
But it ain't a Jordan. I got it right here. So, you know this box.
Okay. Yeah, that is definitely. Is it a workout?
Yeah. It's original. 1985.
Nice. Ag. Yeah, you can look. I can just see that leather. I know that.
Yeah, you can see. Look.
You can just see the leather. How the leather looks. They don't know.
Oh, and look, the cool thing about this, got the original paper. Now look at the paper on the inside. You know when they used to do stuff like this.
Yeah, that's that real shit. That's that real. Okay.
Tells you about the different parts of the shoe. But this shoe, this is what we call the Reebok Soldiers in Louisiana.
When I used to work for Champs,
yeah,
we actually come with fatigue, and it says "Soldier" on the strap.
Yeah. They came out with those. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was
this is
surprised that we got them up there because I'm from Cleveland. I've only lived in NC for a couple years, but yeah, like I was shocked we got them because nobody else who I worked with me they know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, y'all don't know what this is.
Yeah.
But dang.
No, this shoe again. I'm in Houston right now, but I grew up in Louisiana. So this shoe right here, though, growing up, this was okay. Every region got their shoe, right? DMV, you got foams. You got uptowns, and this was the shoe in Louisiana. Over Jordans. I'm talking about the '90s. You can ask anybody from Louisiana, and they'll tell you Soldiers, Reebok Soldiers, Reebok Soldiers, Reebok Soldiers, from all the way Baton Rouge all the way to the other end.
Tees, bows, and Reeves.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, I've been listening to No Limit all day. If I'd have knew he was from Louisiana, I'd have put some No Limit up.
Yeah, so Baton Rouge, Shreveport, Lafayette, Lake Charles, Gonzales, go all the way down St. James Parish, St. John Parish, St. Charles Parish, all the way down Orleans Parish. This was the shoe.
Yeah. Well, Nino said that was our Air Force.
Yeah. It was. This was.
See, being from Cleveland, like, we don't have a shoe. It's like in Detroit, they got the top 10 in the forum. Those are like
Yeah.
Air Force One and the 10. Like, even though Michael Jordan used to kill the Cavs every year, I guess our shoe was just whatever Jordan was hot.
Yeah. Certain regions didn't have like a staple, but this was, not just the black and the white. That was like the uniform, and like even at that time in the '90s, like a lot of people didn't have Jordans like that. Not where I was at. It was Reeboks.
No, I'm glad you say that because people be like, for real? I'm like, that weren't collecting as long, and I try not to gatekeep them. Like, yeah, it was like back in the day, if you had the J's, you was like almost like you was special. It's like, oh, he got the J. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the fact that these other shoes, these flights, I got a random flight for you that I love. We was talking earlier. It's a shoe I'm sure y'all know about. It's called the Flight 72. Straight takedown shit, but it was raw. Yeah. I always wanted it. I didn't have it until I was an adult.
Yeah. This is the shoe that got me in the shoes.
Cool. Okay. So when would you say like you started the collectorism of collection? Like when do you say that started?
Honestly, junior junior high. Like I was like that kid, even not just shoes. I was that kid like, heavy into fashion, heavy into music. I used to collect the Source magazines. I had a subscription to the Source magazine in high school. I used to watch rap videos all day. Rap City in the Basement with Joe Clair before Big Tigger, Joe Clair. I used to watch Rap City, and so I was on it like early, early, early. I used to make clothes and stuff in high school. I was very like into like, what was going on, and because I was in a small town in Louisiana, so I used to watch a lot of videos, and that was kind of like and collect magazines, and that was my gate to what was going on in New York or what was going on in Chicago or what was going. So that's how I knew about a lot of other stuff.
Got you. I got you. Like, I remember Joe Clair being on Rap City. He was one of the first people I ever saw wear the neon Air Max 95.
Yeah, Joe Clair. Joe Clair used to be fresh.
Yeah.
Joe Clair was fresh. Yeah.
And I know for a little bit there, I want to say when we were in maybe like 11th, 10th, 11th grade, they had brought Tigger in, but it was before the basement, and they will alternate. Some days it would be him, some days it would be Joe Clair, some days it would be Big Les.
Big Les?
Like,
yeah.
But
yeah.
Tigger was in the basement. I ain't gonna lie, he was one of the people I used to look at like, I would go on to see like what this nigga wearing today, because he would always have the J's early. He'd always had the fresh fits. So he was like one of my fashion inspirations when I was young.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, we're talking about that time and like growing up in that era, not to go back, a lot of people just like, oh, y'all always go, man. I mean, a lot of things about the 90s, man, what I talk about the 90s and what I'm glad I grew up in the 90s, and I'm sure you can vouch for this, is you have to understand that we saw the first of everything. So even when we're talking about like kicks and sneakers, you have to understand that at that time, unlike now, that was like the first of the original.
Yeah, and it was
everything now is a remake. Everything now is a remake.
Yeah,
or it comes from something from the 90s. So even when the Griffey first came out, that was the first time it came out. The Diamond Turf, that was the first time it came out. The Barry Sanders, that was the first time it came out. So you got to understand just seeing things for the first time at that time. Like, going to school and seeing Way from across the hall, the up tempos with the big air on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the first, like, put yourself in that time period. It's just not going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? It's just not.
We had the good fortune of not only, you see people at school with it, you see it on TV because you'll see the athlete with it. It'll be product placement, and that was big in our day where, you go on Martin, Fresh Prince, Seinfeld, Living Single, any of those kind of shows. We all,
That's the other. That's the other side of it. There's no more real sitcom.
Nah.
So
it's no product placement.
You got to understand. So you got to take out, when it comes to shoes and how things are being released, you got to take out the mom and pops from the 90s. You got to take out the music videos. Videos don't come on TV no more. You got to take out East Bay magazines. That's not out no more. It was so much at that time.
Yeah. And like my boy Roy just said, the commercials too.
The commercials.
Like, oh my God.
Bo Jackson. The Bo Jackson commercials, Mm-hmm. Bo knows everything. Bo knows how to hike. Bo knows how to shoot. Bo knows how to run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But yeah, right. I got, and I'm in this room and I'm up top, and I know you see my little figures in the back, but I got a lot of shoes around me that I want to show. I know the people probably like, I got a lot of, and since we talking about the 90s, people been asking about this shoe, and somebody asked today, what was this shoe called? I'm gonna start with the
Adjust Force.
I know you know. The original. Funny. Yeah, I mean, I got the USA strap. Now the funny thing about this shoe, I found this shoe for $10. But again, this is before the resurgence of like, everybody into vintage or everybody in the 90s. When you could just go on eBay and everything was there. You know, the SC trainers was there. They was just sitting there, the Diamond Turfs, you know. People wasn't trying to sell Diamond Turfs for like $400 and all this crazy stuff now, you know. So I've been had these before they came back.
I never had.
So this
I only had the USA strap.
Oh yeah. Now the funny thing about this shoe, I got some of the straps before I got the shoe with the intent to get the shoe. I do weird stuff like that. It's like one day I'm gonna find the shoe, but I don't know when I'm gonna find it. So this shoe, nah. If I go in here, we got royal blue, we got purple, we got maroon, we got, as you know, the USA. White, yellow. Now I basically got every color except the baby blue and the orange. So if anybody watching and y'all got the baby blue and the orange strap, that's the only two I don't have. I got every other color. I got like a whole. I got.
I see. I had people who had the East Bay hat on too.
Oh yeah. That had to. So I mean, I got the. They different. This is red. This is the actually Burke. So they're not. Just two different ones.
Yeah.
So this shoe.
Yeah.
Again, every college team, every high school team, right? You see what I'm saying? They just don't have stuff like that anymore. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
They just don't have it.
Nah, I'm with you.
They don't have it. And I still could wear it. I actually replaced the air bubble on this.
Okay. I was going to ask you about that because, again, I've had a lot of shoes crumble on me. I think the last one that I had that I was, like, kind of distraught about was I had a Super CB. It was the white, yellow, and navy one.
Yeah.
And my MC3s did that to me, too. I was hurt.
Oh, you had those? You still got them?
They're not here, but, yeah, I still got them. I had the black and red one with the silver shit on the side.
Yeah.
I love it.
So Big Mac, that's like his grill. He's been looking for those for like a long time.
Yeah,
them MZ3.
Macadocious has my grill. He has the ubiquitous.
Oh.
That's like my trainer.
Never had. Y'all need to trade then. Y'all need to trade.
Yeah.
This is the black grill, crispy.
Okay.
Yeah, and in this shoe, though, Shorty, check this out. So since we're talking about the era, so this is the East Bay 96 Christmas one. And on the first page,
got that. Yeah, I see that. You got the penny sample. You got all the straps. You got that up tempo that they've never retro. The black with the white and the red.
With the white. First page.
Yeah, 96. I remember that being a thing. Oh man, you're taking me back. I'm in 10th grade again, seeing this.
That's what I'm saying. That feeling of even like magazines, you know, even like in the Source magazines, like I said, I got a subscription to the Source magazines, and you know, in the back they had like the little fashion ads. So, I mean, you would just see all kind of, you know, whether it was for South Pole, Clark Canard, FUBU, but they would always have on shoes too. They always had the little ads in there, you know.
Yeah.
So that was a good time, man. Good time, man.
Yeah, I miss them days. Now,
good time.
What would you say is your grail shoe that you're looking for that you haven't got to grab yet?
I'm gonna be honest with you. So I kind of got all my grails. The funny thing is, I had one that was on the tip top of my grail, but I actually just got it like maybe a month ago.
Okay.
I never posted it. I never showed it. I don't know if I should do that. Nah, we might as well. We might as well.
We might as
well. Now this was actually my grail. This is a shoe that not only was my grail, this is a shoe that like I'm probably never gonna find. Like, you know how one of those shoes you like the chances of me finding this are like so slim to none because nobody really, a lot of the shoes we look for, they either old and they, like you said, they crumbled and nobody still has them, or you had them and you wore them out at that time and you threw them away.
Right.
So it's not like you just could run across this shoe at any given moment.
All right,
but
box. Shit. Trader XL mid. Is that the white black? I ain't gonna say it. Let me. Wow. Yeah. 1992.
This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it for me right here. This is it. Like the shape of this shoe, the Huarache sock, the colors. This perfect. It's just the color. It's just everything about the shape. Look at that. This
is it DS?
Yeah.
Is it DS?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I looked at that bottom. I'm like, man. You got people going crazy.
Hey, the hunt is real. Like that's the hunt. Like, and again, this is the fun part. Like going to stores back in the day, like, oh, this store don't have that. Let me try the store in, Baton Rouge. Let me go over here to Gonzales. Let me go to Lafayette. Let me go to Kenner. Let me try the store in like going to these different mom and pops. Like we had a store called Wieners. I don't know if you ever heard of Wieners. It was a store mainly in Houston, Louisiana, and I think some parts of Mississippi. But they had like a lot of different stuff. But you would go to different stores and find stuff that they didn't have other places. And again, we're going back to the hunt. Like nowadays, you can just go online if you want something, go on StockX that just came out and just get it. So it's kind of not just the search. You know what I'm saying? It's like let me track these down.
Yeah, and the thing I guess I dislike about everything being digital now is you can't really make those relationships. I guess you can, but it's not the same. It's just not the same.
It's not this, like going in those stores back in the day too. You could go in there and you can talk to when y'all getting these, and they might bring some out the back that ain't even on the shelf. So even that part about it, right? You might go in there for some Dion's and they might be like, oh, but we just got these in the back, these Nike trainer Huaraches, and the dude might go in the back, pull some, because mom and pops, they had no regulations. They didn't have to put stuff out at a certain time. They didn't have to abide by those rules.
Yeah. We used to have a mom and pop in Cleveland called Family Sports where it was just like that, where they would even let me get stuff early when they started having release days. I just couldn't have the box. I'd have to go back a few days later to get the box. But
yeah, that type of, they used to so my hometown where I grew up at is about 30 minutes outside of New Orleans. They used to have this store in New Orleans called Sports Plus. It was on Canal Street. They used to have some stuff. So I mean, even that like relationship and just like, oh, what y'all getting in, what y'all got in the back. Even asking that question, right? What y'all got in the back? Mm-hmm. Because the employee might not even think it's nothing special. It might be a Bo Jackson just sitting in the back that they don't even have on the shelf because they don't think it's nothing.
Yeah. A lot of those places will have old stock too.
Yo.
It's like, damn, y'all.
Yep. Old stock. So this actually was my grail before I got it. This is a shoe I never thought I would find. And like when I would be searching for stuff, I really be tracking it. I'll like go to extreme lengths, extreme measures. Like, let me try. I mean, everybody, I'm sure at this point, even overseas, I'll go so far as to go overseas. I'll pay for shipping. It is what it is. It's like the hunt.
Yeah. And one other thing I want to say, because there's a lot of people, I ain't gonna say it's a lot of people, but there's people that do vintage and they talk shit about, because I made a post about it some weeks ago where it's like, y'all don't talk shit about people who wear the retro. Y'all just do what y'all do.
Yeah.
I appreciate that as well.
Yeah. Oh, nah, we don't. Yeah, I mean, I got retros too. Some shoes I just don't even want to deal with the hassle of the crumble. You know, it's like, let me just, I don't even want to like try to find like the retro, I mean the OG. Let me just get the retro and just so I can just wear it tomorrow. You know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have I have retros. I mean, I have some around me. I got
Okay. The big hurts.
Big Hurt retro,
Oh,
super light, super light.
yeah. That's one of the few Reeboks I haven't got to touch. I never had a pair of the big hurts.
So, well, you know what kind of happened with the whole, you know, like discarded and contract, and so they had a point in time where these was actually at the outlet.
Mm, yeah. And see, that's one thing that I've gotten to enjoy since, because I've only been in North Carolina since 2020. Like one of the things that sucks about Cleveland is we don't really have outlets. They're
Oh,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah. Those type of
yeah.
stores.
So
Yeah, yeah,
it's not like down here. It's a part of the culture being because I'm in Greensboro, so you got Winston-Salem, you got Raleigh, you got Durham. Charlotte is only like an hour and a half away, so it's outlets everywhere down here. But yeah, at home we just got some mom and pops that have turned corporate and Foot Locker and shit. So a
yeah,
lot of stuff we just didn't get, but yeah, those I need those in black and in white. Those are
yeah.
those.
This is a good shoe, and super light too. Like if you feel it, like in hand, it's light, like the LWP light.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna whenever I see him in my size, I'm like 11 through 12. I always see like the newer colors, and I just when I buy stuff like that, it has to be the old colors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Certain color, there's certain colorways. Not like the blue ones, right? You seen the blue ones?
Mm-hmm.
You know they got like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But these are, yeah, these are it.
Now, when I think of the '90s, my favorite because we've talked about Flight and Force, we've touched on Jordans, and I love trainers. Like
Okay, okay.
trainers, probably my favorite. Like I'm gonna show you one. This is my favorite trainer from the '90s.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been this, but I'll be right back.
Now pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. What's up in the chat? 216. What up, Fly Spitter? What up? What's going on? We just having a little fun. We just having a little fun with the trainer XLs. We just having a little fun with the box.
Now we all are in the sneaker.
Man, what up?
Horror. This is a horrible era of Nike shoe boxes. I hate these
Oh,
boxes.
those boxes? They fall apart too easy.
Yeah, just those boxes. So
Britt, what up?
this is my favorite '90s trainer,
Oh, that's a good one.
the Bulldog.
Yeah,
I have the black, yellow
yeah.
Michigan
Trainer
ones,
Max.
not here, but these are actually here because I pulled them specifically for School's show, and I never took them back to storage, so they just
Yeah. Nah, that's a good one.
yeah,
I like that shoe because it's almost like a ACG and a sneaker
yeah,
together. It's like a boot sneaker. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But they've only retroed it true like once. I'm like, where?
One time. One time. But again, see, even the other thing about the 90s, if we talking about design, it looked like they just used to experiment more.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I agree. I feel like the Nike we grew up with and the Nike that is, to me, Nike, and I have to be careful with what I say because
Yeah.
they pay me. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but I just feel that they've never come out with something like how they came out with the Neon 95, like a black, lime green, and gray running shoe. I feel like even with the retro product, they make the same 10 retros.
Yeah, I'm sure that's kind of on purpose too. I'm sure it's,
We got the
just
mold.
kind of, yeah, it's like the program, part of the prototype, like boom, 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 right?
It's like we could bring back the Air Swift, but the hood
Hmm.
still loving the more up tempo. So let's just make more up tempos.
Yeah,
We don't know if Swift is gonna sell.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's the same with Barkley. Like I love the CB94,
Uh-huh.
but there's so many other Barkleys when he was on the 76ers.
Yeah, those. Or
When
yeah.
he was on the Rockets.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so they just focus on the Phoenix years and largely just those three shoes. They don't even bring back the Fab Five Barkley anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
so yeah, I do wish that, like, if I could work for Nike Sportswear and be in charge of that, I would try some new stuff.
Yeah. It's a lot of us. I'm gonna show some. These I posted. These one of the ones I made a video on that I just fixed that I posted. That was a big chase and a big hunt for me, and it was a project. You know, when you see the box.
Oh shit, man. Oh, the Webbers. Okay, I seen that. See, now that's my initials.
Oh yeah,
wish
okay.
that I wish they would bring that back.
Yeah.
Like, I have a grade school 5.5 that I thrifted that I just won't let go of.
Yeah. I mean,
and see, that's the right blue, like that 2016 retro. That blue, it looked like.
Oh. No, that blue is like the Golden State Warriors blue. Oh no, it's super bright, super bright.
Well, yeah. It's too bright. Like, because before that, because I mean, shit, we the same age. They've retroed that white and blue one like 5 times before they.
Yeah, that white and blue one came out multiple times.
I feel like the first time it retro was like 99. Like, it was still in the 90s the first time it came out, but as a retro. But they finally brought it back, but it doesn't look like that. And it gray to it. It's just black.
The gray, yeah. All black on the OG ones. Got the little gray. These parts are a little gray. This is gray. The check is a little different, and the blue is darker. And of course, I mean, the logo that, I mean, everybody know.
Yeah.
So this was a good find. This was a gem, and with the box.
Got you. Now, what size are you for the people?
9, 9.5, 10, depending on the shoe. 10.5, I might go depending on the shoe. But again, I kind of like the fact that I deal with shoes and I kind of look at how they made the materials. And if you look at the Train to Excel, I really want a 9, like exact 9, but this is a 10. So when I'm thinking of the shoe and it fit perfect, you want to know why? Because when I think of the shoe and how it's made and designed, this shoe has an inner sock. Mm-hmm. So if you know, like if you wear, like you say, 11, you can get like a Huarache in like 11.5 or 12.
Yeah. Jordan 7 is like that too.
Yeah. Because this part in the back, this is the size of the shoe, but your foot is to the back of the sock part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
they don't.
But yeah, I mean, and speaking of the Strongs, I'm gonna show the Strongs, and a lot of people was asking, man, can you wear those? Did you wear those? A lot of people was asking, can you wear those? So when I got this shoe, and I wore them all day that Saturday, the guy had pictures posted, and I could see through the air bubble. You see how you can see the grids? That was like a telltale sign to me.
Yeah.
That I probably could wear them.
Yeah. See, I tell people, like, there are OGs that you could wear if they've been taken care of. Like,
Exactly.
I had a pair of the Air Max 2 Up Tempo, the Duke ones, but I had a low top, and it was white, black, and purple.
Yeah.
It just crumbled on me like last year.
Yeah.
So I can't really be bad because I'm like, well, fuck, the shoe was from 94, 95. Like, it's basically 30 years old. Like, I can't be
mad. Yeah, you can't be mad. So like this one, I'm probably gonna hurry up and wear it again just to get some wears out of it. But like Saturday, I wore it like the whole day, like the whole. And I mean, I bent it and everything, kneeled down, like bending down and like curled up the front. The dude that when I got them, they were just stored, like you said, stored so properly that you can tell they were like good. Yeah. Like I probably still could wear them like a few more times.
Yeah, I can tell by the bubble. See,
by the bubble.
Like my boy, Real Big Al Kicks, he was on here. I don't know if he's still on here, but he has a pair of Mystic Teal Air Max 96 Part 2s that's like that. I'm like, how are these wearable? I've got shoes from 2009 that have crumbled on me. Like,
true. That's true.
How is this possible? But
That's true.
Some of that shit was made so well that,
The material, the material.
Yeah. Now I don't have them here. I only have the retro here, but I have some original carnivores from '93 that are also still wearable.
Nice,
So
nice.
this is the retro, but they're just like this. I mean, the grain is darker because they've been worn so much. I bought them in like 2006. It was the most I'd ever spent for a shoe at the time. They were like 300, but they were like a grail. The
Yeah,
board,
yeah. When it's a grail, you gotta. Yeah. I
yeah.
get it. I get
Back,
it. I get it.
back then, before all of this shit was retro, because no lie, these sold so bad in 2010. I was able to get these for like $20. You know,
Ooh.
yeah, these were like deep discount. Like I should have got two,
Yeah.
but I still got my OGs, so it's like whatever. But the Bordeaux 7 and the Carnivore were like my first two grails in the 2000s when I started going back and getting old shit on
Yeah.
eBay.
Hey, I got something right here. I saw somebody say something about this shoe earlier, and I mean, I got a lot of shoes I don't even like really like post. Again, I gotta like wear it that day. Like I don't want to put it
Yeah.
on just so this is
They don't know.
yeah, nah,
They
nah,
don't know.
nah. So the thing I like about Ewan is, if you like, unlike Nike, Adidas, Reebok, I just like that Ewan did his own thing. He didn't go with nobody. And that's why I think a lot of his shoes are not like as popular as other brands because it's not a brand. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
but see, I feel like even those had a moment. Like the boutique that I used to run back in Cleveland, we had a Ewing account. We was selling them bitches like they didn't
Oh
come
yeah,
out until like 15, from 12 to 15. The Ewings was hot.
oh yeah. Ewans. I mean, it used to be wearing Ewans and stuff like crisscross.
They on the
Ewan,
cover.
yeah. The Ewan, the plain black and white, 33 high.
Yeah.
This that suede, the orange and blue suede together.
Shit. I think that's regional. Somebody said crisscross only one that. In the hood, niggas had them bitches. They had the low top with the big 33 on the back that they haven't retroed.
Yeah.
Niggas had so.
And one of my cousins had a few people the one with the strap that go all the way around. Those ones, yeah.
That's called the concept, I think.
Yeah. Those the with the strap all the way around. But
Yeah,
these right here,
those was hot.
you gotta. This is a good one. This is a good one.
But I do feel like back in the 90s, because my man there been here since '83 is correct in the sense of I felt like a lot of places like you had to know where to get them. Like the only place in Cleveland you could get the Ewings was that mom and pop I was telling you, Family Sports, where no other place had them bitches except them.
See, that's what I'm saying, because it wasn't, again, it wasn't a Nike, Adidas, or Reebok. So it was certain stores that had the Ewing.
All right, so now we're at the part of the show where we do either or. With you having Louisiana ties and how long have you been in Houston?
I've been in Houston like 20-something years, like 20 years. I've been in Houston. Yeah.
Down here in NC, only certain stores. I've been here since '83. I'm in NC right now. I'm in Greensboro.
Yeah.
Okay, so either or. Well, I gotta ask you, Houston or your hood in Louisiana?
Louisiana. I didn't come to here until after high school, so Louisiana is like my origin. Louisiana is my roots. Louisiana is like me.
Okay.
Gumbo and red beans.
All right, so I have to ask you this then: cash money or no limit?
Cash money.
Cash money over no limit. We're the same age.
So I'm gonna tell you why. So growing up at that time, BG, and I know he just got out, but that was my favorite rapper. Aside from that, like locally, like before, the Hot Boys album and BG, you got True Story, BG album True Story, you got BG Chopper City, BG It's All on You Volume 1, BG Is All on You Volume 2, Chopper City in the Ghetto. I mean, Checkmate.
Are you sure I love the Checkmate too? Okay.
Checkmate too. Right. Checkmate too. Checkmate. I mean, what?
That was
that was later. But I'm saying up until even Volume 2, man, BG, man, if you go back and listen to those albums, right?
I was listening on waiting on your t-shirt, waiting on your picture on the way home.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm heavy into the music. I have even though I'm not from the South, I have a deep affinity for 90s Southern.
yeah. So I'm telling you, BG, that was my favorite. Everybody know BG growing up. That was man. That volume 1. Come on,
All
man.
right, so I'm gonna go here then. Now, when I talk about No Limit, I always say I don't think No Limit had a better album than True to the Game. To me, that was prime No Limit, but that was before they were commercial. It was the double disc. They had to take Smoking Green off because they didn't have the Isley Brothers sample or whatever, so they added more songs. What do you feel like is the masterpiece of Cash Money since you've chosen Cash Money over No Limit? Is it 400 Degrees? Is it Chopper City?
See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go against the grain, and not just to go against the grain. When it comes to Juvenile, Soldier Rags, I like Soldier Rags better. Soldier Rags. If you listen to Soldier Rags,
oh yeah,
Soldier Rags overall, like completely put it side by side. Soldier Rags, straight through, all the way. Soldier Rags. I mean, come on, man. The Mac Mouth Kelly
over 400 Degrees.
Yep. Soldier Rag. That Soldier Rag album is, I'm telling you, you got to go back and take it in. It's one of those, you didn't get it at the time, you got to go back and sit with it.
Nah, I mean,
Soldier Rag,
to me,
I'm talking about.
Get It How You Live is like that too. Where you got to go back.
That's what I'm saying.
Revisit it.
Yeah.
All right. With you being from there, I'll give it to you. I'm
telling you. Go back, ride to that Soldier Rag. It gonna change your whole, you gonna be like, damn, he was saying this?
That song I used to fuck with because I'm like, okay, well, this is where he got high from the paper. You know what I mean? Like I get it because high is my favorite. It's just like when I turn on it on YouTube and I see the projects and I see Magnolia, the little words and shit like New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm like, all right, I get a feeling for it. So
yeah,
I love that shit.
So go back. So go back and listen to that. Who's that MF on Juvenile Soldier Rag? When he talk about just came home from jail, look how it played me.
I got you.
Tied up my old lady. Now I'm just kicked back broke. Yeah. Popping these pills, my head hurt. Because I know gotta be my good side telling me to let him slide. Cause he ain't worth it, but my bad side tell me
to. All right. Fair enough. All right. Yeah, yeah. We gonna be talking after this. I'll be like, man.
Okay. Mac, your uncle. My kicks is holy say Mac is his uncle. Shout out to Mac. Mac was dope. Yeah, everybody know. But see, but a lot of people don't know. If you know the history of Louisiana music, even though Mac got with No Limit, Mac had songs with Cash Money. Exactly. Yep.
Earlier when I was at work.
Yep. So. In trouble. Yep. Mac was on that. Exactly.
Okay. All right. Now this is just quick, just because you were showing the Air Strong or Air Too Strong.
Strong.
Okay.
Every color.
Okay. See, I feel like with the Too Strong, Nike, because they've only retroed it twice. Nike got it right the second time, but they didn't bring back enough old colors. They had all them newfangled colors. Niggas was thinking that Too Strong was a Barkley because they had that gray, purple at Orange. You remember?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they go a little bit too far with the colors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the teeth, but these were for David Robinson. These were like I had to educate niggas. Like man, where was y'all at? Like we the same age. How you don't know this? But
yeah. The high top for David Robinson. Yeah.
I wish they would bring back the high top Zoom Flight 95 too. It'll probably never happen. But we'll probably never see it with the Air.
Man, it's a lot of stuff they need to bring back. Hey, I got something else. I'm gonna show you right here too that I know you probably remember. That, and I got the original one, but I'm gonna show the red one because I never really show these.
Oh man, with the stock, I never had the equipment with the sock. I remember all of the hood dudes. That was hot in the hood. They had the white, black, and gray with they put stock in other shoes. I'm like, man, what are you niggas? But yeah, that was a movement there. I never had
to make it a whole different shoe.
Yeah, the black and blue and the white, black, and green. Niggas had them. See, so you got See, I still need a pair of them white, black, and green.
Yeah,
I know they. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
See, you know, if you wanted to, like you say, you put this in the, then you got a different shoe.
Mm-hmm. And see what I like what y'all do, because like being a collector, but especially looking for obscure Converses that nobody I work with is even gonna know what it is. My kicks is holy. He fucked me up a couple times with some Converse shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, like because with certain brands, like with Converse, to me the '90s is the hardest era to find Converses from, because most of that stuff either crumbles or is recalled
That's true.
or react
That's
you.
true.
So
That's true.
or you're afraid to wear them. Like I got a pair of Robins right now that I've almost bought 3 times. But I'm like, man, I'm just afraid, man. I'm gonna wear them bitches to work, and they're gonna crumble, and I'm gonna be upset because I paid all this money, And certain,
Yeah.
if it's not retro, it's like, well, damn, what bottom do you put on it? Like a shoe I had when I was a kid that I love is the Air Check. It was a weird shoe.
Oh.
I was the only person
Yeah.
in my school with them.
Yeah.
People, fuck are those?
Yeah.
Why Nike schools? Why they don't say Nike? Like, but I wouldn't know what shoe to do. And I saw somebody put a 180 bottom on it. I'm like,
Yeah. 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 And that's the thing. What, like, some of the shoes that I have, I'm waiting to find the exact sole, especially if like I'm talking about like a lot of shoes from the Flight family. They sometimes Nike did this thing where they use the same sole on other shoes, especially if they're in the same family, like the Force family, and the Flight family. A lot of them have the same soles. So I got a lot of shoes I need to fix that I'm looking for like the right sole, because I don't want it to look way off. I want it to look to OG or as close to OG as possible,
yeah.
So
Now, y'all, if y'all do want to see, I do have a bunch of vintage Converses here, but that's all I really got here. So I can't.
hey, since you work at Converse, I mean, I believe it or not, I got some Converse.
Oh no, I believe you do. I say y'all got everything, man. Y'all fuck with all the brands. I was making.
Hold on.
I started talking about my kicks is holy and his Converses. Fuck me up.
So
See, I know the box. See, I already. What? Oh, I have a pair of those here.
yeah,
What color you got?
white and black.
And if I can trade you right now, that's the color I need. Magic wore them in that All-Star game, his last All-Star game. I got the white and gray ones.
White and black.
Yeah, got the Accelerator RS1. Here, I'm gonna go back in the
Big
layer.
tongue. Yeah.
Oh man.
With the box.
Yeah, see, I appreciate the fact that you had that '90s box. Oh man. Oh. I gotta excuse this room. I usually don't go back here too often. Oh man. Oh. So
The king of Converse. The king of Converse.
I need a bottom for these Magics.
Oh yeah.
I need a bottom for these. These lasted. I had them for about 12 years before the bottom just disintegrated. I got a lot of wears out of these, but I need. Draymond had a Converse shoe a few years ago. I'm just too lazy to reach for it. It's called the Converse G4. It looked like the bottom would fit this, but I just don't know.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do. I'm gonna tell you something that I do. I'll take a picture of like your shoe that you have, the original, and then get like a little pick like app and get the shoe that you think it is and kind of put them side by side.
Yeah.
And look at them like together. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, the Accelerator is in the other room, the white and gray one. But yeah, I love vintage. Oh shit, I'm gonna wear these in a couple days. I just had to take the NBA tag off, but I'm gonna wear these.
Oh
in a couple days.
yeah, I like when they used to put the T. I like those.
Yeah, dude,
when they start. I like when they put the T, especially the Rockets one.
Oh, I know. I've almost gotten the Hornets one like 3 different times, but I got outbid at the last second.
Yeah, hey, that's part of the game too. That's
part of the game too. Yeah, let me see here. Also got I'm waiting on a pair of these to come. It's another one of my favorites. This Converse Cons. These are from 1987.
Yeah.
Now
Nice.
you'll appreciate this.
What it is, Reeboks?
I was just gonna show this. These are dead stock when I got them, so they came with the little
Ooh.
booklet. So I kept the booklet. eBay made me wait an extra week to authenticate them. I'm like, I know they real. Ain't nobody faking no Converse Cons. These aren't even weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like when they did. I like when they did the teams. I like those Sixers ones. They had some Sixers ones.
Yeah, I always want Sixers.
Celtics.
Yeah.
The Bull. Low top Bulls. All black ones. The Converse.
Where it said
the
on
Bull
the back.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do have some Reeboks to show. They're retros, but I don't want to show.
Hey, I'm not anti-retro. I mean, it's all good, man.
I'm talking about
all...
other people. The other people.
Oh.
But I did pull these out of the storage. The little Emmets. So,
yeah.
So yeah. Everything else.
So I'm gonna show you. Let me show you. So I showed you those 1985, those Reebok Soldiers or the Reebok workout, right? So another thing we did too that was big is. So these are the same ones, but low top, but with the gum bottom.
Yeah. So we did those really big in 9th grade, but they had different. They have the ripple bottom.
The ripple bottom. Yeah, the little. Yeah.
So we had gum, but we also had clear where it looked like a Concorde, but it was a workout. Oh man, I miss them days.
So check this out.
Oh, you got them. I haven't seen them since the 90s. Oh, I mean,
crispy.
Yeah, I see you. Man. Oh man. These are some vintage. It's probably the only vintage Reebok I have here. These I think BB 50.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
So,
that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And God, I can't even get in there to show. I was old. The tag looks different. The Reebok tag it's just a whole different thing. I know you know.
True. Yep. Different tag.
So yeah, man. This is a life we chose. Fucking with these chicks, man. They don't understand it. They don't know.
And even the white with the gum.
Yeah. Like you had to have both. Yep.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah. This was it.
Couldn't just have one.
This, and I'm telling you again, growing up in Louisiana, you put these on with an outfit. This was over Jordan. This was over everything. This was like it, Reebok. Yeah. Especially in the 90s. Now we got some people over here. I got shoes around me. I'm gonna show you some. Let me show you some. So I had posted some Reebok graph light, like a sample. Those like with the lime green and
I think I seen that post.
So I got an original one from 1993 with the box.
I love how you be having the box.
With the box. So look.
Oh my God.
With the
what are those called? Because I remember that shoe. What is it called?
Reebok Graphite Pro.
Graphite. Yeah.
So this is like Reebok version of like a cross trainer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got that inner Harachi-ish stock going on under there. Look.
90 colors.
Yeah. Look at it. Again, design, right? Look.
Yeah. That's real hexalite in there. That ain't what they do now.
Look.
Yeah. Damn, are those DS too?
Yeah, they are.
You be able to wear them all day.
They are. And a lot of shoes, like if I get them and they like old and I get them and they like this, I'll like immediately like put some mink oil on them. I'll put something on them like right away and kind of like let them sit for a while before I wear them.
Mink oil.
Yeah, so mink oil, it basically prevents cracks and it like softens the leather. So like over time, like the leather gets dry and it gets crispy and it gets brittle and it gets hard. Then that's what causes it to crack. So the mink oil is kind of like a leather conditioner.
Gotcha.
It softens the leather and it'll preserve your shoes. So get you some mink oil. If anybody watching, you too, Shorty, get you some mink oil and put them on your shoes and it'll preserve them and it actually keeps the leather moist and soft and preserves them.
Okay.
So look it up. Because the cracks come from it. It's the same process as like a tire on a car dry riding.
Gotcha.
Sitting for too long, not moving, and not getting no moisture.
Okay.
That's what causes the crack. So mink oil just basically moistens and softens the leather.
Gotcha.
Yep. So man, I got some other shoes right here, some 2009. Since we got a few
with a 34. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I needed to bring those back again with premium leather. They could be 200. I'd pay 200 for those with premium leather.
Yeah, a lot of people, that's what I'm saying. It's just so many shoes. Again, if we talking about the 90s, we talking about design. The SCs different from the Dion's. The Dion's different from the Zoom Turfs. The Zoom Turfs different from the Diamond Furies. Like everything had its own identity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I will say I do get into it with people sometimes. Like they're about to bring out the first Dion again, and people call them the 49ers, and I'm like, no, he was on the Falcons. Crazy.
Exactly.
Like the next year,
Falcons
on the 49ers, and he had the Diamond Turf too.
Yeah. Yeah.
People call it.
So I got them. I got these right here too. I posted these. There's another one.
The Michael Schumacher edition.
Yeah.
They don't know about that. You got the super the second version of that too, don't you?
Yeah, I got the other one.
It's called Super Turf. Yeah.
No, I just got this color and this.
Well, nah, the other Barry Sanders, the one after. I feel like you posted that.
Oh, nah, that was Revenge got those. Revenge of the Sneakers. Yeah, that's the homie Revenge. He got those, the white and blue with the stripes. Yeah, that's Revenge right there. But this right here, I had these actually in high school. This is one of my favorite shoes.
And those last. Like I have the black and gray one from 2006, and it's good. It's not even yellow.
They good. It's a good one. It's a good one. And I got this shoe that I'm gonna show you. It's a cross trainer that I actually talked about this one time before. But this is the shoe, my cheapest find. Since we always talk about the find, this is a shoe that I found for $3. The story goes, somebody had it listed on eBay for maybe $40, $50. I was gonna get it anyway. I bought the shoe. The person, I think it was a female, I think it was a lady, she declined it and gave me my money back and said, I can't sell you the shoe, it's cracking. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I need the crack. That's what I'm looking for. She just felt bad about selling it to me because in her mind the shoe was messed up, not realizing that there's vintage collectors and there's people that, a little crack is good, a little wear is good. And so then I was like, when she declined it and said she didn't want to sell the shoes, so in my mind I'm like, well, what you gonna do with them? You gonna throw them away if you're not gonna sell them?
Yeah.
So she was like, yeah. She said, you still want them? I said, yeah. She said, so I'll give them to you for $3. And so this was on eBay, and so she actually changed the picture of the shoe to like a fur coat or like an animal. So it was something weird just so I can buy it.
Nice.
And so this is my $3 shoe.
Air Edge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
94, I think.
Yeah. Air Edge. Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked those. A lot of people had those at my school.
Oh yeah, this was a common shoe.
Yeah.
Common shoe. And the 90s.
It was that shoe, and this baseball cleat that they made into a shoe with the tongue. I know one of y'all have it. You know what I'm saying? You know what shoe I'm talking about?
Like I think that might be a Griffey. It might be a Griffey like that with the tongue.
It looks like the Diamond Fury, but it
But
doesn't
low
have
top.
low top.
It got the flap, the
It's got
baseball.
the
Yeah. That's a Diamond Fury, but I think it's just a low top one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the Air Edge. $3.
Yeah.
$3.
Yeah, they look good too. Be 30 years old.
$3. $3. Air Edge. And I showed these, but this is another one that I know you.
Oh man.
I know this take you back.
Those used to always be in East Bay. You know, those.
Oh yeah.
Box where you could write your number on the back.
Yeah.
I can't think of what they call, but I remember those. They're what are those called? The backer? Not the backer.
Raptor.
Raptor.
Yeah, Raptor. Reebok Raptor. 1995 Reebok Raptor.
Yeah, backer is a football Nike shoe. Ugh.
Yeah.
Get old. Yeah, those is hard.
Yeah. They just don't. I mean, again, design, right? It's almost like they don't care. They don't try to make anything like even this with this little lace-like thing that used to be on the starter jackets. The little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what? I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
And simple, but just clean. The shape.
Now, I'll tell you a Reebok shoe that I wish they would bring back, especially since Jack and Iverson are in charge. I need that Preacher. Only in white, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, that one. The Preacher. Yeah.
I don't even feel like Jack wore it that much, but I know he wore it. So
yeah.
You know,
The Preacher.
my homie used that black one, but it just wasn't the same. I'm like, man, I need the white one.
Hey, now I'm gonna show you something even more crazy. You know, I'll be on your page too. I saw you posted these one day, and I had made a little comment. So we had this era in Louisiana, in my hometown, a little backdrop where we had this like dress up phase where we wore like, you know, some jabots or like a collar shirt, and it was either, you know, like some Bally's or some Eastlands or of course some Reebok Soldiers or Reebok Classics. And so I got the old school.
Oh man! Oh man! That's our era. They don't know.
Yeah, you gotta really be in it to know about these. You gotta really
be
in it to know about the DKNY.
1998.
You gotta know. You gotta know to know about the DKNYs.
Yeah, I actually still got the box for mine. I can't believe it's even intact.
I mean, come on. We had a phase where, like, I mean, this was style. Again, we talking about shoes that were so off the radar, but they still was fly. You know what I'm saying?
Like when I posted mine, because you know I always try to post something about the shoe or whatever.
Yeah.
It was hard to find anything about that at all.
It's not a lot of. You're not gonna find a lot of information. Not on these. You're really not. It was so under the radar, and it wasn't mass like popular like that, so you really wouldn't find a lot of information on it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But like you say, but see what back of the Source magazine, like this is the type of stuff that was in the Source magazine. You know what I'm saying? The DKNY.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't.
Nah. And I'm gonna really show old to where I'm from. I'm gonna really show. Now this was the if you had some money shoe in the 90s. I didn't have them in the 90s, but this was only certain people had them in the 90s. So this is original like 1991-92 Bally Animal. We call them Animal Bally's.
Wow. I remember Rick Ross showed some of those when they did his
sneaker closet, yeah. So this right here, again, man, this with like a polo and some jabos.
Let's choose it.
I'm telling you, this was over the top. This was taking it over the top. Have you seen the way the shoe made, like in person, the inside, like the real leather? So the shoe was made in Switzerland. How it made its way to New Orleans and Louisiana, I don't know. But it was like a big deal, a big deal.
Yeah, you got everybody going crazy in the comments again. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wow.
Somebody said, but Balenciaga sneakers stole that silhouette.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my cousin right there. Yeah, this right here. Jay Shaw, what up? I'm telling you, this was a big deal. And this the original ones too. This not the. They actually came out with them again, but they look totally different. They look totally different. And since I know you from that era, we gonna go all the way back. We just having fun. We having fun, Shorty. We having fun.
Oh man.
We having fun.
Wow, not the Elise with the pizza logo.
We having fun.
Oh man. They would at least have their little comeback. I was with Foot Locker. We had a bunch of their clothes. We ain't had none of the shoes. They made those
They brought them. They brought some back, but they more like tennis shoes, sneakers. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the Elise that I don't know what But this right here, this is another one. Polo, Jabos, Elise, the DKNY, the Bally's. That was it. And I even got.
Oh man, yeah. You got colors. Wow. I'm afraid to see what you pull next, man. I'm a little shook.
Oh, but see, all it is, again, this is my child. I was so like wide range. Again, just with the Source magazine, I had a subscription. I was watching, Joe Claire, Rap City videos. Then I will go back and forth. My little small town, about 30 minutes outside of New Orleans. We will go to New Orleans, get iceberg and jabos and all kind of like crazy stuff. And I also collected like sports cards. So I collected baseball cards. So I was all over it, I was all over it. Then, I saw the homie 1V. You probably follow him, 1V. You know 1V?
Mm-hmm.
He posted these today. I got the women's one actually. The 1999.
Oh man, yeah.
Nike Court Motion. So this the women's colorway. The other one with the red on it is the men's one.
Yeah.
But this my size. I purposely knew it. I knew it was a women's one when I got it.
Yeah, this is good.
Again, design. Like, look, they don't think about doing stuff like that no more. They just look at They don't think about doing stuff. Look at the laces. One side is blue. They don't think about doing stuff like that. One side is blue. The other side is white.
See, I think part of it too is that these designers aren't designing shoes they're all using computers.
You got a point. They probably not drawing them no more.
So I think that's part of the
point. You got a point. Look, they don't. It's so much going on, but it works. Look at the one side white, one side blue. Who thinks about doing that?
Yeah.
With the court logo on the tongue, with the vital signs.
See, I feel like something like that in different colorways, like people will buy those.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And this when this came out, this technically like a tennis shoe, like the sport, like a tennis shoe. So it's actually comfortable. It's light. I mean, what somebody say? Any felines in the house? I'm glad they said that. That's what I'm talking about. Any felines again? Source magazine, videos. Tupac. That's who put me on feline.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac put on for feline.
Back in the they absolutely should go back in the vault, Macadocious. Absolutely.
So I'm gonna go original. I got some retros, but I'm gonna go original.
Okay, FX 100s, nice.
Yeah. The hard. White and teal, very hard, especially the original. And you can tell because how high the.
Shit, you can just look at the.
Yeah, you can tell by the shape.
It was like being from that era, you could just look at the leather and be like, yeah, nah, because with Converse, they bring back the Dr. J's, they only put good leather on some of them. So it's the same thing. It's like, yeah, but that 100 is crazy.
Yeah, this is another one. Again, this was big too. Again, it's just with so many other brands out at that time. You take DKNY, you take Fila, you take Reebok, you take, Adidas, you take Diodora, you take Elise, you take Travel Pots.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so much was going on at that time that it will never be like that again. So,
The only thing I like about now is that you can literally find a shoe from any era, but it's still not the same. It's never going to be the same, like you said.
It's never going to be the same. So this OG, and I know you say, since we on here, since we having fun, I'm going to do a retro.
Yeah.
The white and red. The white and red.
I just need the white and navy one like that. Like I only have the all suede gray one. That's the only FX100 I have. It's the OG color, but it's not.
Yeah, with the black. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I need a white one.
And you gotta have the classic.
Oh yeah, that's the one I need. Either that one or the navy.
This one was everywhere. This is the. Really, this one and.
Yep.
The green.
Yep. Yeah.
This was it. When I like something, Shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have that purple one.
Yeah. Clean, simple shoe. Again, Tupac put me on. Tupac, between his style, nobody. I know people didn't really look at him like that. I did. Between the Carl Kanai and the jerseys, the starter, the Fila, he wore Grant Hills a lot. He wore these a lot. Tupac was fresh.
Yeah, that picture of him sitting on the ground with those Grant Hill 2s is the most famous picture of anyone wearing that shoe, including Grant Hill.
Yeah. The white, red, and green. And you had to wear it like that too.
Yeah.
You had to wear the strap off the back. You had to.
Yeah.
Man, I even got some. Right here. Some
Oh, okay. Street balls.
Street ball. Again, what happened to that era? What happened to that line? They could bring the clothes, the whole line back.
Be out of any of the companies, Adidas is the most random because they've retroed that before. You might see it, but
yeah,
you might not see it again for 12 or 15 years. It's like, oh, we're gonna bring back the Street Ball 3, Yeah.
Between this one and the the other one, with the strap.
Mm-hmm.
That whole street ball line they can bring back. The 1, 2s and the 3s, high, low, top. The black ones too. It's see my cousin. You see my cousin right there. He had them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know about the street ball? This, again, design. Look at the shoe. They don't make shoes like this. Look at the front.
And like you look like you could really like cross a nigga over with them. Yeah.
And the clothes, like the jackets and stuff for this.
Yeah.
The sweaters, the long sleeve tees with the little man, with the little man on it.
Yeah. Like I'll say it. Everybody loves Nike. We all love Nike, but Adidas in the 80s and 90s, to me, they had some of the best apparel to go with sneakers that there was. And nobody ever talked about it.
Sweatsuits, tracksuits, Adidas. Sweaters, definitely sweatshirts. A lot of those old 80s, 90s vintage sweatshirts that Adidas had.
And then don't go overseas. It's even worse.
Oh, yeah. When you start getting in Germany and Spain, they got Adidas stuff you ain't never seen before. Yeah. This was a good one. This was a good one. I got something so crazy. Oh, I never showed these. Man, I be forgetting I got shoes till you.
What's that? Is that the D train?
The D time
D time. Okay.
with the
Mm-hmm. So
look at the bottom.
whenever I see them, I only see the black one. I don't really ever see the white
Yeah, I always see the black one too.
one. Yeah. Germany is the for Adidas. Yeah. That's all.
And look at the booklet. You know, aside from I think the other thing missing, like in sneakers, when they used to just do stuff like this, like show you how to pump it and all this like extra stuff when they used to put the little. I mean, show you how the shoe is made.
Yeah. They think they know Deep Brown. They only know about the Omni lights.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, even to go so far is to let's put something on the bottom. Nobody's not gonna see the bottom. They don't go that far with design anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking of who thinks about putting that on the bottom. You know?
Yeah. And see, to me, everybody loves Anthony Edwards shoes. And a couple years ago, the LaMelo balls was hot. The first ones. First time we've had basketball shoes, probably since going back to these times, where it's like something beyond Jordan, and people are like, oh my God, like they need to get back to that.
Yeah. I mean, they need to get back to it.
Reebok has a deep catalog. Since they're not a part of Adidas anymore and they're back on their own, I need them to bring back more stuff. They brought back the preseasons. They're always going to bring back Iversons. To me, the Iversons like the Jordan Reeboks.
Yep. But see, when then they start going overboard. Green toe, orange toe, baby blue toe, pink toe, teal toe. I mean, come on. It's so many other Reeboks that I just showed that they can. I mean, you got the whole battleground, section. The whole you got the whole above the rim line. You got the whole pump line. I mean, Reebok got so many chambers that they can go in. You got the DMX lines. Johnny Boy, the DMX.
Yeah.
It's so many.
Special. You remember how they were in high school?
Yeah, I mean, between the Iversons and the Club C's, that's all they really bringing back.
Yeah.
That's all they really bringing back. But yeah, I know I showed this first page since we got some people on here. Let me show. So this right here is the 96 Christmas East Bay. And I mean, every page, again, they don't have stuff like, you can see what's in a.
Had to air much up tempo.
Yeah, with just the bubble on the back. Yeah, see? A sleeper, another sleeper. Now look, the second page.
96 Barclays, Rattle Indestruct. Man, you got those Converse top 10 2000s that they just want retro. Yeah, a lot of good stuff there.
I mean, that's the first two pages. Now look at this third page. This joke.
Free. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is high school.
And honestly, so if they wanted to bring some of these back, all they gotta do is look in this. If they want to borrow this from me, I'll give it to them. And Reebok want to say, hey, we need the specs. We need to look at hey, I'll let y'all use this to bring these shoes back.
Yeah.
Bro, they don't make. Oh man, look at it. Look at these ice pick things right here.
Man, I forgot all about them.
Crazy. That's the first
follow up to the rail a little bit. They kind of remind me of the rail a little bit.
Yeah, they look like the rail. And so many the rail.
Mutombo wore those Adidas up top with the three stripes real big in the 96.
Yeah. See? Adidas. Now look at these right here. Look at these Pumas.
Yeah, people will buy them now. I need to put a mellow in something like that. Have them walk through the tunnel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, come on, man. You got the mulberry and ones in here. I mean, it's all kind of stuff in here, man.
I used to have.
So, yeah, I mean, this era, again, this is just memories, and this is just, especially when you start going into the running stuff. When you start going into the runners.
Yeah, Air Max 96, first version. I was disappointed that they only came out with that first version for Supreme. But
well, and not only that, now every air bubble is super small. Now they're doing these small air bubbles because less materials, and since I've been doing like a lot of reconstructing shoes, like a lot of the new air bubbles, they got a little lip at the top and they one piece. If you notice, a lot of the old ones they bigger and they kind of connect in the middle.
Yeah,
got a little ring in the middle. So now they got all these little small air bubbles.
So again, at least this is what they say. They say that when they do the 95 this year, it's gonna have big bubbles like before. I'm still waiting to see it because I'm like, if you could make Air Max 720, you can make 360, make all these big new bubbles. Why can't you make big?
Yeah. And look at this. This was the good thing about even if you wanted to get on your casual tip, you see.
Yeah, I remember that. Carl Canai boots, fucking. Remember they used to have them metal plate side.
Yep.
Them too.
Carl Canai boots, Buffalino. That was another one. I mean, Travel Fox.
GBX.
Man, come on, man. It's an era. In the back.
Yeah. That's back when you get authentic NBA jersey for $100.
Yeah. The real one.
Yeah.
The real one. Let me see what else I can show, man, before we get out of here. Before we get out. Oh man, I forgot I had these.
Oh, the BQs? I need that whole pack. I need the Scald. I need the Melt. The BQ.
The BQ, yeah, the whole, yeah. That'll be a nice collection to roll with. That's a nice collection. Yeah. What I liked about these though too, Short, this top material is cloth. I probably can wear these still.
I'm sure.
That's the ones with
you ain't got the patch on it.
Nah.
See, I had both the Bacons, the red one and the blue one. But they had the patches on them.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them with the patch sewed on. This one I got like a long time ago. I guess before they start doing that.
Yeah. Because I remember back in the 90s, they was recalling them saying you had to send it back to cover it.
Send them back or cover it up. Yeah, this is, everybody knows this is the discontinued, infamous that you had to send back or cover it up. You couldn't wear it in public. So I just got it for just, memories, just of the time. It's a good shoe.
I need them to bring back that Bacon again. Because it came out once in, I think, 2010. But they've retroed the red one at least 3 times. At least. So I need that blue one again.
Yeah, and I posted these, but this was another one of my, again, I got out my grails. This was on my list.
Okay, got some accuracy action there.
Yeah, this another LWP, lightweight performance. LWP. Again, shape, design. It's just to do this and to make this like embossed, like raised up leather. This just could have been flat white, but the shoe would have looked totally different. To make these little gills raise up. I mean, come on.
Now that and the flare, they were like close together. But I still feel like that's better than the flare. To me, the flare, it's like a Jordan 10 with an air bubble on it. It feels exactly the same.
Yeah. I like the flare. I like both, but I do like this one better. But I like the flare. And the flares they got that aerodynamic shape too, Yeah. It's a good shoe.
It reminds me.
This is.
But yeah, that LWP, that whole line, they need to bring back that runner, that white, black, and purple with the orange. They need to bring back all that shit.
Yeah. And these, supposed to, supposed to be coming out later sometime this year. They just did the pink one, so
Yeah.
you know.
I need to bring them to bring back the Tech Challenge 4 in America.
You're right.
Because there's no
That actually is.
Challenge 2.
Yeah.
They retroed that shoe. To me, the hot lava one, that's one of them. If you don't have it, it's because you don't want it.
Oh yeah, that shoe, you could find that shoe. Like, I mean, even before it came back out, that shoe was everywhere. But the 4, I think they should bring back 2, and not just in that purple and thin color, but even like the teals and like the whole, like, just do all. I mean, if y'all gonna go all the way,
Yeah. And they could do another retro of the Tech Challenge Rachi too.
Yeah.
Because that was a good shoe. I mean, all of his shoes.
Agassi to me got the best line. Like, I've seen some that, I mean, I went down to, I've dug. I've seen some that Agassi got some shoes, man.
Yeah, I have a sentimental one, the Air Zoom Challenge, just because that was the first Nike shoe I ever bought myself.
Yeah.
Stockton that just wore it in the finals, but I love the shoe. I still have that original pair, but if they retroed it, I'd probably buy 5 or 2 pairs.
Yeah, man. I got a little bit of everything, man. Some grid, lows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great football.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. This is that turf era right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's another era they missing. The turf era. All them turf shoes that Nike had.
Mm-hmm.
Just go back and look at some old football pictures and look at the coaches on the sideline and just bring all those shoes back.
Well, they done brought back the field general, so you never know.
Yeah. That's true.
I need a pair of black and white Veers. My pair from 03 is done.
Yeah, I like those, but they need to bring back just the regular white and black ones, but like the right, not too shiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what they started. Yeah, make it flat, matte. Stop making that shiny. That's not supposed to be shiny.
Even the Bruce Smith colorway I was like, man, it's too shimmery. Like I couldn't buy it.
Yeah, it's too shiny. Like, why make it shiny? Just make it flat, like to look like a regular shoe.
I'm gonna say that also about the Air Up. I need them to bring back the Air Up for real, not that leather. Like, I only still have them because of what they are. They're 2000.
Too shiny and too plasticky looking. It's too shimmery, like you say. It's too shiny.
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm like, are y'all trying to bring the females in? Like, I'll wear it, but I need it to be white, like the 03 pair.
Yeah. Man, I got. You want? I'm gonna show you some shoes, Shorty. I got some shoes. Now I got a whole stash of shoes that I need to fix. So I'm gonna just for purposes, just for the people watching and for you, I'm gonna show some shoes that I need to fix. I got that ain't deal. This right here, this is a real special one. This is a good shoe. I actually saw somebody posted this shoe.
Yes. Air Zoom.
Open field.
Okay.
That's a good shoe.
Oh man. Okay. I used to have the Terrell Davises. I used to have those. They crumbled on me. They're like the Zoom up tempo, but for football. Wow.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. Yeah. What are they doing?
Wear those in the source when he was on No Limit.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Those old pictures, those old videos. I mean, come on, man. Look, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
Those, man.
Bro, what they doing?
12th grade right there.
What they doing? Come on, Nike. Bring them. Let's do it.
How would you go about fixing that? with the Zoom, like they don't have that now. Like, how would you do that? If you're yeah.
Man, I mean, it's a couple of tactics. Clear tubing is like one of the things me and the homies been talking about. Revenge and Schooler, and like my kicks is solely and Big Mac. Like a clear tubing that you could probably get from like Home Depot or Lowe's. So basically, you're not gonna find the exact air bubble. So you try to actually resemble how an air bubble looks.
Oh, okay.
So you get a clear tubing, get a piece of color foam, and put it inside of the tubing, and basically make like a plate, like a tube around it, like this, and get a piece of foam and make it flush and put it in the middle like a styrofoam in the middle of that, and that becomes the air bubble.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a couple of things, but I always first try to find a sole that's similar.
Right.
That would be the easier way. But there's ways. There's ways.
So before this show ends, I do have to ask. So, is this a service you offer people, or is it you just...
Nah, this is just like a personal piece thing. Like, I like to, when I do stuff like this, because I'm very artistic into fashion, music, sneakers. When I do stuff like this, I like it to be fun. I don't like to feel obligated. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I don't like to play with nobody else's time.
Got you.
It's different from me doing it for myself because I can do it when I want.
It's like I'll come back in a couple days and fuck with it.
I'll come back next month. But if I'm doing it for somebody else, it's on bargain time, and you might get that person get upset or like, oh man, you finished yet? And you got. It's just I like to feel. This is kind of like art to me. Sneakers is art, so I like to feel free when I'm doing it. I go in the garage, I put on music, you know what I'm saying, and I go away. But I can do it when I feel like it's no set time. It's no set time. I gotta finish these because they for me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, 1998 Nike Air Open Feel.
Yeah, I never knew that's what they were called. I used to call them the Terrell Davises.
So that's a good shoe, man. That's a good shoe. Yeah, man. That's it, man. I didn't show it enough. I got a lot more, but I ain't gonna show everything, man. I got shoes all around me. I gotta pick all this up.
Well, look, if y'all don't follow this man, Terrance Keller, follow him. All right? Especially as OG.
Follow me.
We gotta stick together.
Terrance Keller, and follow Shorty C94. Follow him too.
Yeah.
Follow him too.
Oh man. Look, man, show us one more.
One more. Oh, see, yeah, that's I like you. I like this. One more. Let me go in let me see what I got over here. I got oh, this another one needs to be fixed. Let me show you how good condition this box is, though.
Oh man,
It's in so much good condition. You think it's one of the ones that they just made.
Yeah. Till you turn it around, you see that OG, that writing on it.
This is the Nike Air Magnum Force. One that needs to be fixed.
Okay. Kind of giving me takedown, like it looked like it's a takedown of like the Harold Miner shoe, the Air Force. Well, no, it's the one they just called the Air Force High from '93. They kind of remind me of that. Like a
oh, those, yeah. So, I mean, I got a few I need to fix, but again, this is fun to me. It's projects. It's something to do. It's fun.
You know what? Forget that. It looks like the ballistic for it.
The ballistic. Yeah.
It looks a lot like, yeah.
The ballistic with the strap too, especially.
Mm.
The ballistic got the straps on it. Yeah.
I always wish, because you see the commercial for the ballistic with Charles Barkley, where he's rapping over Chuck D's voice. Have you seen that?
I ain't seen that one. I'm gonna look that up.
Like,
yeah, send that to me.
He never even wore that shoe.
Yeah, the ballistics. So, bro, again, like, thank you for having me. And, what we learn from this, if you notice, everything that I showed, not one of them was a Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And so Feli, you know, Bally, you know, Elise, you know, Reebok, Converse. I mean, we just showing like if you wasn't in it or grew up in it, collected easy magazines, watch videos, and it was just so much. Even if you go into LA Gear and British Night, and it's so much that you can. And they all was dope. They just wasn't hype or they just wasn't popular. But you put them with an outfit with some cross colors or some Carcanine, some Jabos, you straight.
Yeah. Dang,
You
here
straight.
storage. I had a pair of Eric Holman British Knight. They retroed them. They sold so bad they ended up at a bunch of closeouts. So I got a white and blue pair, and they were like $29.99. I'm like, I don't know what this is, man. They don't even know.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that y'all know, and y'all are doing it. I see y'all doing y'all thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's what y'all.
Somebody said I got the Nike Cross Trainer 92s. Which ones?
Yeah, that could be the trainer Hirachi.
It could be the Trainer Hirachi. That's what I'm saying. The Trainer Hirachi. If you talking about the Trainer Hirachi.
Or the Excel you just showed.
That too.
Yeah. I appreciate that you have the white one and not the black and gray one. I feel like everybody who has that shoe, me included, like I have both, but most people just go for the black and gray.
Well, but again, the black and gray one is easier to come across too, right? You know, so. But this one was one of them. I remember, you know. And this is my favorite shoe. This is like, that's probably why I like these so much. You know, it's very similar in style.
Mm-hmm. Like I come across the first XL every now and then, but it's always the black leather one with the gray stripe and the white swoosh. I never
Yeah.
white and green and purple one you got there. It's sort of like the Trainer XL's version of the Trainer Hirachi. It's always the black and gray one when I see it.
Yeah. So, bro, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for reaching out, man. Thank you for tapping in, man. You know, we'll be in touch. You know, I already follow you, bro. Shout out to you, everything you doing. You know what I'm saying? Everything you doing, all the Converse you be rocking, the DKNYs you pulled out. That you gotta know to know. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta. It's just good times, man. It's just good times. I'm just having fun. Like I said, I got a lot of shoes I need to fix and work on, but I plan on fixing and wearing all of my shoes. That's my goal, you know?
All right. Why don't we do this in a little bit? We should do a reprise or a recap to be like, you know, all right, Terrance, what you got for us now? What you came with, you know what I'm saying? What you fixed. So
What I didn't fix. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I got some stuff I'm actually literally in the process of fixing that I didn't show because it's actually working on right now. Some special stuff.
Gotcha.
Special stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. We definitely will be in touch, and hopefully we'll be able to do a couple more of these. And thank you again for being. Thanks for.
Hey, thank you for having me. Shout out to everybody. Peace out. Shout out to everybody that came in the chat. Even my auntie came in here.
Nice.
She in Louisiana. So again, shout out to I saw my cousin was up in here early. One of my other cousins came up in here. One of my other cousins came up in here too. Like 3 of my cousins. And then my auntie. Cause I'm telling you, they know from when I was little. They know it's deep. You know, been here since '83. My kicks is Holy Revenge. Everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for stopping through, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I'm gonna sign off, and I'll be in touch, homie.
All right, peace. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it,
man. Thank you.
All right, peace.